And I would get on that little old thing, I'd go down that little old mountain just a flying. And I forgot about a fence down the bottom of it. And I went down that thing and I hit that old fence and went right on through it. Boy, and I was scared. And they got me a hammer and nails and I put that thing back together. And I was hoping my mother and my dad wouldn't see that. And they never did see it, or if they did, they didn't see nothing about it.
Why don't you tell me about when the bomb went off over in Japan?
Yeah.
About, you told me one time about how you had to hide under the tank when you were in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And the bomb that hit Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Went off. Tell me about that.
Okay. Well, I was drafted into the Army, and I went over and I took my basic training, and I trained for to be one of the tank crew, and I was assistant driver and radio operator, but if something happened to the driver, we could move over from one seat to the other, and I'd get over there and drive the tank a while, and he would get on the other side, and he would answer the radio and talk to him or whatever. And if he got tired, he'd go back over and drive it a while, and I would go over and talk to the captain or whoever was out wanting me to do something. So we run into some pretty tough spots. We got some Japs chasing us, but we took care of them. We had a machine gun on top of that tank, and all we had to do is just get up there, and we had a great big long building on there. It was all full of bullets. I think that side of a 30-30 or something, and we cut loose on them old boys, and they would run, and we run them all the way. We run them all the way to the big mountain. I don't remember what the name was.
Baguio.
Huh?
Baguio.
Well, Baguio was Baguio or something like that. We run them over there, and we tried to go up this. They had a little road where the engineers went through and made a little trail for us to go up, and we was going up that tank and going with that tank up the side of that mountain. That road wasn't wide enough for that tank to go up, and my driver there, he was hanging as far as he could, and I looked and I saw that track looked like he's about to come off, and I hollered at him and told him to stop, and we had to get out and get a little. They had to cut down a little tree to get a piece of wood, and we'd stick it in there. I don't remember exactly how to do it. Have to stick it in the track car and bend it a little bit in a way, and then we'd go backwards or forwards, and that track would pop back on there. And we were lucky we got to the top of that mountain without any more trouble, and there's where we went down the hill and we ran into Japs. On top of the tank we had a machine gun. I think it shot about 30 rifle shells, and we just cut loose on them. Like my sergeant was driving that helicopter, and I was up there on that machine gun. I'd tell him, I said, cut her to the right a little bit. He'd cut her to the right a little bit, and I'd mow some of them down, and cut her back to the left, and I said, go straight ahead. I said, we wiped out quite a few Japs there in just a few minutes, and then we went on, and we had to go to out where the company was at, where the captain all was waiting for us to get there, and so we stayed around there and trained and ready. We'd go out for little trips and have little games of Japs, and we'd clean them up, and then we'd come back into our base. And finally, when they had dropped the atomic bomb, we was out in a great big level place, no hills, no rocks, no place to get down and hide so where the radiation wouldn't get to us. And there was the whole tank crew, our captain, and we had the sergeant, and had about two or three of us, more of us. We we took care of they took care of the tanks when the tractor something need grease or something. And when we heard they were going to drop that atomic bomb, I don't know how we did it, but there was about 5 or 6 of us got on that tank, and we couldn't turn over under there or nothing. It was built so low. But we got almost scared to death in there. We was hollering and praying, hoping that bomb wouldn't go over to the radiation wouldn't come over everywhere. And we just lay there almost all day long, and some lieutenant or come through with a colonel and see how we were doing, and they said, they hollered to the sergeant, said, "Sergeant, where you at?" He said, "We're under the tank, sir, Lieutenant." And he said, "Come on out, they've done dropped atomic bombs, and you guys are okay. You didn't have to get under that tank." But we didn't know that. But he said that we were pretty smart being going under that tank. He said, at least that would help us a little bit.